YouTube? I'm NintendoMan64, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we explored Vermilion City and began our journey here on the SS Anne, which is docked just outside. And in this episode, we will be exploring the rest of the SS Anne while leveling our Pokemon up to more respectable levels. One Pokemon in particular in dire need of level up is Big Mama, as you can see. Everyone else is in the 20s except Meowth because no one cares about Meowth. And Big Mama needs to be leveled up because she is going to be a driving force of us conquering this next team. This next gym, sorry. And she is of vital importance in this run, so what we're going to do is we're going to level the crap out of her first. Plus, I believe I have a few new Pokemon to introduce. Let's see. I am but a solitary traveler. My sole companions and friends are the Pokemon I caught on my journeys. Well, how very nice for you. If you don't mind, Mr. Arthur, or Mr. Thomas, I was gonna, because he does look like our former U.S. President, Chester Arthur, just saying. But he has a Growlithe. Now, I've gone on the record praising Growlithe before. Growlithe is without a doubt my all-time favorite Pokemon in Gen 1. I know I've said it about Charizard before, I've said it about Blastoise before, I've said it about Eevee before. This is without a doubt my best. Growlithe is basically a jack-of-all-trades fire type. It can do anything you really want it to do. It can be a good physical attacker, be a good special attacker, it's fast. It's even fairly defensive when compared to other fire types. Well, not the most defensive fire type, but it certainly favors itself in offense, but it can be very defensive if it needs be. I love Growlithe. I used it in my Fire Red playthrough, and it paid off big time for us. Now, what I want to ensure, though, is I want to make sure that Big Mama gets her much-needed reps, and I believe this guy has 2 Growlithes, so that may actually help us. Unfortunately, one of Growlithe's best traits is the fact that it has the ability Intimidate, which lowers your attack stat 1 level. So, and since Dig is a physical attack, we're not going to be able to take much advantage of that. It sucks, but what are you going to do? Wait, do I have like any X items? Damn, I don't. Oh well. So we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. Big Mama's doing her part. I have no problem with that. No, you don't, Growlithe, you bum. You will accept your defeat and you will like it. You will accept it. The problem with I think the only thing I cannot say that about Growlithe for me personally is the fact that I use it a lot in a lot of various playthroughs I like. But that's just because if I had to have a Pokemon that I would reuse again in a specific playthrough, it would probably be Growlithe. And crap, Meowth just got dragged out. Well, this is gonna suck. How about a scratch? Oh, that didn't do anything. Well, prepare to die, Meowth. Oh, you lived! You crazy person, you. Will you kill it? No, you... Oh! Whoa! Meowth! Cleaning house with Growlithe! Nice job! You didn't level up, but wow! I am pleased. Hey, these gentlemen give you a ton of money when you fight them. But yeah, wow, Meowth, man, you are like, you are some kind of incredible, dude. All right, let's just heal ourselves up. Just a quick heal, cause what we want to do is ensure that we are able to have good Pokemon. I mean, I know Meowth was the only one that took serious damage in that fight, but hey, we always want Pokemon. You never know when this game can throw a monkey wrench into your plans and incinerate anything you want. Speaking of incineration, I believe this guy has a couple more Growlithes for us to deal with. Oh no, Nidoran male. Okay. But I know a fair amount of gentlemen you'll encounter in this game do have Growlithes. They'll basically formulate around Pokemon that are weak to ground types, though. So you'll have a Nidoran, you'll have a Nidoran female, you'll have... I think we'll even one has a Pikachu coming up ahead. Another has, and I think one has, like, obviously Growlithes, of course. I think some even have, like, Like, another fire type that I haven't talked about yet. One that if I can get Leaf Green working, I may actually end up using. I mean, not Leaf Green, Soul Silver, because we're obviously playing Leaf Green. Like, what the hell's wrong with me? Wow. My glasses are dirty. And why would you use Poison Sting? What was the purpose of using Poison Sting? I'm Poison type, so I am not that affected by it. I would not. Oh, you know what? Stupid AI is stupid. That's always been what it is. Let's just move on. Alright, good job, Big Mama. Big Mama's actually close to me getting ready to fully evolve her. Hopefully, she will evolve either in this episode or the next one, because I would really like to have a, okay, this girl does nothing for us. I'd really love to have a Nidoran female. Okay, nothing in here. Unless you want to see a new Pokemon. That's basically Wigglytuff. That's a basically fully evolved form of Jigglypuff. Bigger, puffier, cuter. Well, maybe not cuter. Maybe the same level of cuteness, I guess. Okay, we got a pretty interesting item back there, but before I spoil it, let's go talk to Mr. I've Got a Hat here, who loves Pokemon. And obviously I love Pokemon because I'm playing my 6th playthrough of a Pokemon game on my channel. I don't really count the Pokemon Stadium ones because I always have like an ulterior motive for doing those. And why would you not have evolved your Nidoran into a Nidorino? Seriously, dude. Like, what the what? Big Mama is infuriated with you. She wants none of your crap right now, Nidoran male. In fact, she wants so little of your crap that she's just gonna use digging off you. I guess, what, you wanted to teach it Horn Attack a lot faster? If that is the only benefit you can think of using, of not raising your Nidoran male, you seriously have problems. Unfortunately, Big Mama does not learn Horn Attack. Honestly, I would have preferred it if she did, but... Actually, you know what? I could level her up now, because ultimately the move that she learns... I don't really like to teach her, but... I only know that that's the level I want to evolve her at. Ooh, you have an item. TM10? The hell? Isn't that hidden power? Let's see. Holy crap, it is! An attack that varies in type and intensity depending on the user. Hidden power can be one of any different type. It says normal right there, but it can be one of anything. I think it's different per poke depending on which Pokemon you use, so... it's not going to be that. It's not guaranteed that it'll be that type, too. It could just be a random type that is assigned to that Pokemon. Is it a useful TM? Yeah, I just don't see myself using it that much. This TM, on the other hand, I do find myself using. This is TM31. Within it, it contains the move Brick Break, a powerful fighting attack that'll break barriers, including Light Screen and Reflect. Very useful when taking down bosses. The problem is, usually the Pokemon that know those moves, they usually tend to be Psychic types, and fighters don't do well against Psychic types, because Pokemon likes to reinforce the belief that brain beats brawn. And 9 times out of 10, they're right. But there's that one time where a brawny guy can also have brains, and yeah, that's when you get berry bonds. Alright, we'll keep Big Mama out. Big Mama is going to be, like I've said, the driving force of our team. At least in this next gym. I collected these Pokemon from all around the world. Oh, cool! Now, I'm guessing you're going to have a bunch of Hoenn Pokemon and Johto Pokemon at this point. So, yeah, you're going to have a Pidgey. I bet you're going to have 2 Pidgeys. It's going to be insulting. Like, you're going to just sit there and you're going to pride yourself on the fact that you have 2 Pidgeys. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, I have Pidgeys. You should be, like, jealous of me. I have a Pidgey. In fact, it's a Pidgeotto. You should be continually more insulted, because this is actually very insulting. Poisoning your Pidgey was kind of worth it, I guess. Not worth it to have to deal with your arrogance, though. Unfortunately, Big Mama, I may teach it to Brick Break to Big Mama, but I'm not sure at the moment, because one of the Pokemon I have in mind does learn Brick Break, And I don't want to have two Pokemon with the same move unless it's like a really great move. And Brick Break is a pretty darn good move, but not the best in the world. Oh, you have a Nidoran female. Okay. Why haven't you evolved yours? God, sometimes this game is just a little too easy. I mean, Pokemon Coliseum wasn't that easy. I actually remember. I was never really a big fan of that game, and I played it a lot as a kid. I mean, when I got back into Pokemon, that was around the time that Coliseum came out, and everyone's like, "Oh well, it's such a great game." I was like, I hated it. I hated the fact that they gave you so few options, because whereas I liked to use, I would usually, whenever I played Pokemon games, I would usually stick with the same starter, but usually I would also like mix my team around a bit. Sometimes I'd use a different Pokemon. Coliseum, you have such limited options that you're basically stuck with the same Pokemon from start to finish. I mean, you start off the game very promising. You get two Pokemon to start off the game with. You get Espeon and Umbreon. And then after that, you cannot get any Pokemon. This was the room, right? Oh, yes, it was. You can't get any you can hardly get any more Pokemon in the game. Like, I mean, granted, they are fairly powerful Pokemon you can get, but you can't get them till much later on in the game. It's kind of boring. Alright, nothing in here. There are a few areas left for us to explore, including this kitchen area, where we can find a few very valuable items, including back here, a Great Ball! Isn't that nice? But what's more important is these items in the trash cans. First, a Chesto Berry, which will awaken a Pokemon upon falling asleep during battle, if it's holding one. Cherry Berry, which will heal paralysis during battle. And a Pecha Berry, which will heal poison during battle. You actually could heal it now if you wanted to, but I see no reason why you should waste these berries. They could be pretty darn useful to you. Did I fully heal everyone last time? Alright, I did good. Sorry, I have short-term memory loss today, apparently. There are some more places we can explore. A bunch more trainers we still have to fight. So, if you thought we were done, we're not even close to being done here. We're about halfway there. If you call that close, I don't really call that close. Alright, let's stick with Big Mama. She's doing her part, and hopefully we will be able to avoid Pokemon that she's weak to. And luckily with these sailors, I don't have a lot to worry about, because sailors tend to just have fighting types and tentacools. Not a poison sting. See how much the damage is. Because low kick will never do any. Oh, nice. Repetitive Pokemon. It's time for me to fast forward. I did not want to fast forward as much as I did in other Pokemon playthroughs, but these aren't boss fights. They're not mandatory Pokemon trainers. There's really no reason for me to show anything off, because I'm not showing off any new moves. There's no new Pokemon. And we really won't be finding a new Pokemon until a bit later on in the episode, so yeah. You were careless, you tool. Hey matey, let's do a little jig. No thank you, creepy sailor guy. No thank you. Is that the right inflection? I don't want you to come near me, you creep. Maybe that is. Maybe it's not. Nobody knows. But I'm gonna guess you have virtually the same team as that other guy, if not the exact same. So... oh no, Shelter. Okay, Bulbabutt. Larkstein's more powerful than you. Show her why that is a mistake. There you go. Alright, Bulbabutt, level 22. Great stats, and yes! You're finally learning Razor Leaf! Okay, Razor Leaf is a very good Grass-type move, especially in this generation when it is still a special attack. Razor Leaf, high critical hit ratio, does a lot of damage, and it has a lot of PP for something that does that much damage. It's better than Vine Whip, so bye-bye Vine Whip. I would get rid of Tackle, but I would like to have a different type of attack in case I need Bulbabutt to get up some levels, so I'm not going to be getting rid of Tackle until I can get a move that either better reflects Bulbabutt's abilities, or, I mean, like his typing, or one that will just be better in general, such as, like, I know there are a bunch of moves that you can learn later on that are really good. Let's see. All that's left now really to do is take on these, the rest of these trainers, and, I don't think you had an item. Yeah, you didn't. Okay. Good, Meowth. Honestly, you've picked up an Oranberry and a TM for me so far. I really cannot ask for more. If you get me more berries, that would be nice, but whatever. I've journeyed far and wide, but in all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. It was something like this. Well, I'm going to have to give that Pokemon a bio soon, but you guys don't get one now. We've seen it, but we haven't seen it just yet. I went over the Eevee Pokemon, but I felt that was maybe a bit of a reach for me. Because me in particular, I'm not a particularly huge fan of going over Pokemon long before we can find them. I mean, Eevee is an exception to the rule because we do get an Eevee at some point in this game, but well, you don't want to just go like knee deep into something. So, and the fact that I was going out of my way to express that, I mean, I guess I was sort of going out of the way to express that Pokemon there, but it's such a famous Pokemon anyway that I think I can hold off. Alright, Tentacool. Alright, Big Mama, show your stuff. Alright, Big Mama. Taking care of business. Alright. Dig. Now, Dig is very useful against Tentacool because the water type does not resist ground type. You'd think it would since grass does, but no. Tentacool does not resist it. If you try to use Dig on a grass poison type, that's where you could be in a bit of trouble. Not Bulbabutt. We'll stick with the two mains in this episode. Big Mama and Bulbabutt. And of course, we're gonna give some experience to Luna. She needs the experience too. I'm trying to figure out where I should give her the experience. Because there's gonna come a point where Big Mama becomes a little too powerful. Alright, Bulbabutt, good job. Alright, let's see. Let's switch you out. Big Mama, keep getting your experience. I believe I'm gonna level her up at level 23 and fully evolve her. So she's actually not that far away. Competing against the young keeps me youthful. Cooliocat. Alright, gentlemen. You have a Pikachu! I like the fact that you have a Pikachu. Pikachu is a very good Pokemon. You should be proud that you have a Pikachu. You son of a bitch. You shouldn't have a Pikachu. Seriously, I believe that's probably going to be the only electric attack this Pikachu knows, because for some strange reason, the AI feels the need to get rid of Thunder Shock. Since it's the only electrical attack Pikachu learns at such an early level that does damage, why would you take it away from him? That doesn't make sense. Like, maybe Slam is a better move, and maybe Quick Attack and Double Team are better moves, but you know what? It's Pikachu. You need to do damage to get that same type attack bonus. That would be really useful. Oh, whoa, level 22. Never mind. We're going to be leveling up Big Mama right here. Yes. Bite in place of Scratch. Now, the reason I'm going to be getting rid of Bite is because Bite, as with all Dark-type moves in this generation, is a special attack, and Big Mama's special attack is not the best. I'm not trying to insult Big Mama, but you know what? It's kind of true. It is not the best. And that Stardust, you can actually sell that. You can get a bit of money for that. It's not like you're getting a star piece, though, unfortunately. Let's get a Paralyze heal. Next up is a potion. Just to get those last points of health up. And last but not least, a Moonstone. As you can see, both Luna and Big Mama can take it. But we're going to use it on Big Mama right now. Why? Because Big Mama's going to learn a very powerful move once she finishes evolving. Into the mighty Queen of Domination herself, Nidoqueen. That's what she is now. And I friggin' love it. Big Mama's trying to learn Body Slam. But Big Mama can't learn more than 4 moves. Yes, Body Slam. I'll just let its description tell you for you. User drops its full body on the foe. It may leave the target paralyzed. It's a much more useful move at this point than Bite. So let's get rid of Bite. And now that you're fully evolved, Big Mama, but you're not at the max level I'd like you to be at, obviously. I'd want you to be in like the 50s, but I couldn't control you if you were in the 50s. Anyway, let's look at them stats now, Big Mama. HP definitely went up. And look at them stats. I mean, granted, her special attack is a bit higher than her physical attack, but that should change soon. So I'm not too worried about losing Bite. And I mean, look, it's only 2 points higher. It's not like it's that drastic a difference. Big Mama is going to be that defensive Pokemon that I want. And it's a ground type, so that works. The Nido Pokemon I've always loved. They are such well-balanced Pokemon that it's really hard for me to criticize these Pokemon. So, with Big Mama leveled up, next up to gain some levels is Luna. So let's go explore stuff with Luna now. I mean, granted, Luna does not have all the attacks I'd like her to have at this point. I mean, she still has Pound and Sing, for goodness sake, but all that should start changing soon because I'm gonna be shuffling through different types of moves for Luna to learn. She may not even keep Water Pulse for the long term. I just like at this point having a Pokemon that can do the same thing. Can do the oh, nope, this isn't a battling room. I thought it was. There is one with a little girl and an old man in here though. There it is. Okay. Let's take on the old man first, as he's likely to have a Pokemon that's weak to Water Pulse. And yes, he does. I remember now. I remember exactly what his Pokemon is. We have a new Pokemon to talk about. I believe. She could have 2 Growliths, though. And I could be 100% wrong, and if I am, I apologize. Let's stick with Luna here, and Water Pulse. Let's see how much damage it does. Because I did have my physical attack weakened, so maybe Mega Punch may not be the best option. Oh, wow. Wow. Alright, Luna. You're the boss. You can keep doing, you can keep doing Water Pulse if you want. I have no problem. Alright, you just needed a little bit of HP at the end of this fight. And that's totally fine with me. I don't mind giving it to you. And down goes Growlithe. More experience for you. Yes! We do have a new Pokemon to introduce. This is Ponyta. Ponyta is... Unfortunately for Ponyta, Ponyta has some of the same problems that Flareon has. Meaning that its stats are distributed in the wrong places. Well, speed is never a problem with fire types. If you have a fast fire type, you usually have one of the better fire types. The problem is the fact that Ponyta also's best stat other than speed is physical attack. And fire is not yet a physical attacking ability. Therefore, you are better off getting Growlithe if you have the potential to, so... Unfortunately, it's not a Pokemon that's worth your time. That X attack is worth your time, though. Definitely. You have to use that item in battle, though. X items are items you use in battle that will raise the stats of your Pokemon one grade each. And when that happens, your Pokemon will be a bit stronger. It'll take up a turn, though, as does all healing times in Pokemon battles. We'll stick with Luna. Luna does need the most experience. I don't believe I saw you at the party. Well, that's because I wasn't invited. I stole a guy's ticket. I scalped the guy's ticket, and now I'm here. All right, Rattata. All right, let's see. Let's start with a Water Pulse. See where that gets us. All right, Luna. Let's see. I'm so used to saying Big Mama because that's where we started this episode with. Oh, Luna, please. Oh, yeah, Luna. Luna for the win. You are awesome. And level 21. So you're hitting relevancy too. And you're trying to learn Minimize. Yes. 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 Sorry, Sing. I don't really need you. because I already have a Pokemon that knows Sleep Powder. Ah, Minimize. Minimize is basically double team. I can just torment people for days. Oh my god. Alright. Mega Punch to take out Pikachu, because that Pikachu really should not pose much of a threat, unless, of course, Mega Punch keeps missing. Boy, wouldn't that suck. Mega Punch just keeps up and missing. Come on, Luna. There you go. Epic power there, Luna. I am definitely not ashamed of you. Okay, I believe we've taken out the rest of the trainers here, so there's only a few there are only a few things we have left to do. Unfortunately, for one of those things, Luna will have to get switched out for. We have a fairly balanced team. Usually at this point I have a Pokemon that's in like the mid-20s and Pokemon that are in like 18 or 19. So I'm content with that. I mean, Meowth is just there to fulfill the purpose of picking up items and being an HM slave when it comes down to that, but I don't know. Let's count. Yep. These last two, they highlight certain areas that are going to be explained later on in the game, and one actually highlights, this one right here highlights how sick the captain is, apparently. But we're going to figure that out in a moment, because guess which unwelcomed SOB just happens to be on this ship? Baggage, of course! Bonjour, Mikey! Imagine seeing you here. Mikey, you were really invited? So how's your Pokedex coming? I already caught 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Crawl around in grassy areas and look hard for them. Yet he has virtually the same team as last time, only a bit stronger. He's going to start out with Pidgeotto as usual. Expect that as his default starter as starting Pokemon from this point on. So if you're going to use an electric type or a rock type or an ice type, your best bet is to start with that against his Pokemon because it's Pidgeotto. That's just what it is. And it's going to be a giant troll Pokemon because it's going to use Sand Attack and then Quick Attack just because you can't hit him because he used it once. Well, the good news is it's paralyzed. And even better news is that it didn't do much against us. It only got 2 Quick Attacks in, so that's good. And Larxene, not bad. Raticate! He has Eradicate now. Alright, Big Mama, you can handle that. Let's see Big Mama's true test in action as Nidoqueen. Unfortunately, I didn't teach her Brick Break just yet, but I think Double Kick will do the same job that Brick Break didn't do because it's Eradicate. It's not like it's this be-all and end-all fighting type move, and it should come as a surprise to no one that Raticate survived that, but Big Mama's Poison Point is coming in handy now, so that's definitely useful. Big Mama, nice. Alright, next up is Kadabra, new Pokemon. Alright, Luna. Do your stuff, Luna. Kadabra is the next Pokemon, next evolution of Abra. Remember when I said if you could level up an Abra, it would be worth it? This is what you get. One of the best special attackers in the game. Your best move for this, the best case scenario for this Pokemon is if you can level it up quickly and get the move Confusion, because once this thing gets Confusion, it will become the most powerful Pokemon on your team. I think it's safe to say, even with that. Great special attacker, very fast. It's the perfect example of a special sweeper, and of course it uses Disable just as I'm doing that and wastes a friggin' turn. And there's that Confusion. Now, luckily, Luna has a pretty darn good special defense, so she should be able to withstand a few Confusions, and she did. Kadabra's a good Pokemon. If you want to raise an Abra all the way up to level 16, go right ahead. Alright, next up is Charmeleon. Charmeleon is basically what Ivysaur is to Bulbasaur, a bigger, bulkier version of said Pokemon. Is it anything special? Nah, it's pretty good. It's faster, a lot harder to tame and control, but it's just as susceptible with Charmander's same weaknesses. It isn't until it fully evolves when this thing starts to become a freaking dangerous war machine of a Pokemon. And oh, you lived? Oh my god! What is it with these games and living by 1 HP? Oh well, at least Luna's gonna get the kill here. I was gonna give it to Big Mama, but Big Mama's gonna get a ton of levels within the next few episodes, so at least let Luna have her moment of glory. Wow, level 22, not bad. Not bad at all, Luna. And rival baggage has been beaten again. At least you're raising your Pokemon. I am. I'm better than you. We've proven that 4 times already. I heard there was a cut master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. Yup, it'll be handy. You should go see him too. Smell ya. And there that guy goes like a chump. And there we go up the I almost said the bubbas. I don't know what the hell a bubba is. The stairs. Sorry. Oh, I feel hideous. And our first notion is to rub the guy's back. Like, what the hell is wrong with us? We're rubbing an old man's back. Like, I think that creepy poke pedophile dude rubbed off on us. Whew, thank you. Now I feel much better. You want to see my hidden cut technique? I could show you my prized cut technique if I weren't so ill. I know, you can have this hidden machine. Teach cut to your Pokemon and you can see cut anytime. Yes, we have our first HM, and unlike TMs, I think he may say it. So using cut, you can cut down small trees. Why not try it with the trees? No, he doesn't. Okay, HMs have limitless use, meaning you can teach any Pokemon cut all the time. Now, is that a good thing? It can be, but for the most part, it could also be a bad thing. For example, HM moves are almost impossible to get off your Pokemon. That's why it's always useful to have an HM slave around. Certain HMs are useful, though. I will say that. In fact, 3 of the 5 main HMs in this game have great use for you. Oh, actually, 7 in this game. Crap. 3 of the 7 actually have great use to you in this game. In other games, it can vary. You can have, like, all 7 of them are useful or and such, or all 8 of them in some games are useful. Before we leave, we may as well heal. We've gotten all the items we need. We just taught Meowth cut, so Meowth is going to be a pretty darn good HM slave for us, and watches the SS and departs. If I forgot any items, I will be kicking myself in my sleep. Because the I almost said the HMS Dauntless. No, the SSN does not return. Ever in this game. Vermilion will have other uses for us later on, but unfortunately right now it does not have those uses. So what we're gonna do is, as we're finished here, I've healed everyone up. There's nothing else left to do but once more continue to grind our Pokemon and see what lies beyond here in Route 11, starting with this cave. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm NintendoMan64. Join me next time, where we see just what is inside this cave and what does this cave lead to. Until then, sayonara.